Chapter 9. Verity. The sunlight burned Verity's eyes as she walked out of the mouth of the head of the temple. It was as if the temple had rejected them as a meal, a sacrifice even, and regurgitated them back out into the real world. It took a good minute for her eyesight to return to anything like normal under the burning intensity of the sun. It was mid-afternoon now, and the birds were still singing in full glory, the noises of the abundant wildlife all around them creating a blanket of sound. The trees of all their varying sizes, some huge and stretching out over their smaller neighbours, others, in pockets, smaller and fighting for their own sunlight, seemed greener now that Verity had come out of the depths of the pyramid. What a beautiful world we have! We need to do a better job of looking after it. The children carefully descended the first 20 or so large steps to sit down for a rest. They took their bottles from their bags and drank refreshingly. Clouds were gathering not too far off. Rain's on the way. I hope our tents won't leak. For now, though, warm sunshine bathed the children when the clouds broke. That was close, Leo said, breaking their silence. I don't think we should go back in there in a hurry, Ethan added to everyone else's nods. Verity looked out and imagined a Maya city below her with its different buildings. A ball court, a palace, a plaza, observatories for looking into the skies, wells, houses, all could still be hidden under the trees and undergrowth, waiting to be discovered. The field workers had said that they had evidence of some other structures, but they were waiting until they had given the pyramid a good look over before getting in further teams and, with them, the media. Breaking the natural sounds of the forest around them, the engine of a jeep could be heard. The three children looked down the pyramid. At the bottom, they could see the twins' father in his khaki and green clothes, walking towards the base, looking up and waving. Excellent, it's Dad, Ethan remarked with a smile. Oh no, it's Dad. He's going to be so angry that we'd been in here when we shouldn't have, retorted Verity. Oh bum, Ethan's smile faltered. But, as they were just raising their arms to wave back, the jeep that they heard pulled up behind Daniel with an abrupt halt. Two men got out of the front and jogged towards their father, one of them wearing a large cowboy hat, Ernesto. There was a short and angry-looking exchange before one of the men grabbed at the English scientist. Hey! Verity automatically reacted, instantly seeing that something was wrong. To her amazement, she saw Ernesto seize her father and wrestle him to the ground. The children could hear grunts and short, sharp shouts. What the heck is going on? Spat Ethan, dismayed at the scene playing out below them. What came next was very unexpected. The other man took out a pistol from a holster on his belt and smacked the butt of the gun over her father's head. Instantly, he stopped struggling, and his body went limp. Ethan was on his feet, eyes bulging, veins in his neck throbbing. What are you doing, you crazy fools? He screamed. Ernesto, legs astride their father, sitting on his torso, looked up. He pushed up the brim of his hat to get a better look up at the pyramid. The day was full of unexpected surprises, it seems, and not many of them were good. This was no exception. Ernesto's next move was to remove one of the guns from his own holsters. He pointed it up at the children, all three of whom were now standing, muscles tensed. The shot that rang out scared birds from trees and sent strikes of lightning through the young explorers' hearts. The bullet ricocheted off some stonework only a metre from Verity, causing her to yelp. The children turned and ran. Verity scrambled with all the agility of a panicked chicken with a fox in its henhouse. They made it to the top, only to hear another shot, making a dusty impact on the stonework of the building at the top next to the entrance. The three darted inside and fumbled in their bags for their torches. Verity chanced a furtive look out of the doorway to see Ernesto lumbering up the steps of the pyramid in hot pursuit. What's happening? I dunno, Leo. But we need to run, and the only way is down there, said Verity grimly, pointing down the passageway they had only just emerged from. For the second time that day, and all too soon as far as Verity was concerned, the three children entered the pyramid. Except this time, they were running. Fast.